Hi and welcome back to another football show review. Today we are looking at the England World Cup 26 home shirt, and this is the kids version of the shirt. Now this shirt was purchased from bestzv4.com. All details for the seller will be in the description of this video. And this carries on with doing the other England shirts that I've been doing recently, which have all been from bestzv4. I thought it was worthwhile getting the kids home one as well. So then we've looked at the player home, player away, and I've got the kids home and the kids away coming up. I will also leave a link in the description to DHgate from my usual seller, where you'll be able to find their items as well. If you enjoy the video, hit the like button and subscribe. I do these sort of reviews on a weekly basis. Hey, so questions, comments, by all means leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But the first difference we do know with the kids version is these items are embroidered on, whereas the player spec ones, they were heat pressed on. But the shirt itself comes in a standard bag, and on the flip side it does have the usual health warnings. But as I say, the seller is bestzv4.com. Link to the seller in the description of the video. But what we'll do now is we'll unpack this England kids shirt and let's take a look at what we get in the package. I think you get some shorts in there as well, but yeah, we'll double check when we get it open. Okay, we have the front of the shirt, and we have standard sort of collar line, a bit different to the player spec one we had, although it has got that stretchy material on there as well. Blue piping at the top. This is where the England shirts have had a lot of criticism because they stick up, and as you can see a little bobble up there on that side. The sleeve again has got the stretchy material, and the Nike emblem, as I mentioned in the intro, is embroidered on. Likewise, the England badge and star both embroidered on, and that is because these are classed as like the fan version. Although you do have ventilation holes down the side, which you don't always tend to see on these sort of versions. But yeah, if you push it, if I pull that apart, look, you can see my finger through there. At the bottom we have the engineered tag. Now this is always your telltale sign if the shirt is legitimate or not. By all means, whack that number now into Google and tell me what you see. If you get an English shirt pop up, I'd be surprised. It'll be something generic, but that is your telltale sign if you are buying a legitimate shirt. Do not spend more than, let's say, 15 odd pounds on these shirts. It is really starting to hamper up again, where you're seeing people reselling these replicas for 20-30 pounds. Yeah, not good. Go to the source, go to a seller like bestzv4.com, and yeah, buy them from the source. You're getting it then for 10 to 15 pounds. So don't spend more than you need to do. And that is the inside there. The join is looking nice. Hand under the bottom, relatively see-through, but not overly too bad. Let's flip it around and take a look at the reverse side. I've just noticed that you have got the pattern in the material as well, which is what we saw on the player spec one. But yeah, let's take a look at the reverse side now as well. Okay, we're on to the reverse side, and collar line continues around. Still got that stretchy material. You do have the text on the inside there, which we can just about make out. Piping down the back with the red, which I think is I said it was the 98 England shirt, which is something very similar to that. Now I did go for no name and number on this one. I tend to get like my lad's name on this, but I've left it blank this time, really just because I didn't fancy having his name on there. It's as simple as that. I just wanted to leave it blank this time. So yeah, not really too much to call out on the reverse side. But I think we'll take a look at the shorts that comes with this next, and then we'll take a look at the inside of this one. But yeah, let's jump to the shorts now, because you do get those. You don't get socks, but you get a pair of shorts. So let's see them. Okay, and here are the pair of shorts that you get with the shirt. So you don't get any socks, but you do get a pair of shorts which have got the England badge embroidered on with the star, and again that red band down the side with the breathable material. And then on this side you get the Nike tick, again embroidered on with the red band. Just take a look at the inside. Yeah, the embroidery of the Nike tick is standard, and on the England crest again I imagine that the star is pretty messy. And actually that is probably one of the better styles that we have seen. Now I've got to say, for the size of the shirt, the shorts do look really long. The kids size is size 28, which I think is the largest size. I can't remember now. I think it is the largest size of a kids kit, which would be for like 12-year-olds. But the shorts do look really, really long. That being said, I am a fan of long shorts. But yeah, just wanted to show you the shorts. Let's go back to looking at the shirt. Okay, we're now onto the inside of the shirt, and yeah, size 28 kids look, which I think is about 12-year-old size shirt. Just get the standard Nike Breathe tag, which again is another telltale sign if your shirt is not legitimate. Stitching all around the collar line looks okay, a little bit messy there, but on a whole it's okay. You do have some of this card here where the badge has been put on. If that doesn't come off, my recommendation is just put some lukewarm water on it, and then it will peel off nice and easily. But to be fair, that did come off relatively straightforward. A bit of excess cotton down that side, but nothing to overly shout about. And we have our washing instructions tag here. The recommendation when washing these shirts is to flip it inside out and put it on a hand wash setting and never tumble dry them. And here again is one of your product tags, which again is another telltale sign if you are buying a legitimate shirt or if you're buying one of these replicas. So make sure you check all of those sort of items out and don't get caught spending good money on something that's not legitimate if that's not what you're after. So there's so many people out there right now that are selling these on social media sites. So make sure you do your due diligence on where you're buying these shirts. I've got no issues with people buying them because I feel the pain, but I don't want you spending your hard-earned money on like £40 for one of these shirts when you can pick them up for £10 to £15. So let's take a look at the other side of the inside of the shirt now. Okay, so the final part of the inside, and you do have the neck band around there, and you've got this Happy and Glorious, which has got the vinyl on there, not the vinyl, the plastic to keep the heat press down, where you've got your Happy and Glorious, your Nike Fit size XL. And if I push in now, actually this isn't overly too see-through for a white. You can see through it, but that's, to be fair, probably what you would expect. It's the player one that we looked at the last time, the adult ones, which are a lot more see-through. So yeah, all in all, I don't think that is too bad. But yeah, not too much to show you on the inside of this one because, like I said, we didn't get a name and number or anything. We've kept it plain. So that's the final look at the inside of this England World Cup 26 kids shirt. And there we have it, our England home shirt for the World Cup. And this shirt was purchased from bestzv4.com. All the information for the seller will be in the description of this video. I'll also leave a DHgate link for my usual seller. What do you think to this one? I think it's a really nice shirt. I actually probably do prefer the player spec version. I think the fan versions or the kids versions always look good, but I do just prefer the heat pressed England crest and all that on the player spec one. But the kids ones, they tend to be like this. Delivery timescales, you're looking between 10 and 15 days for delivery, so you can't fault that at all. If you've enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe. I do these sort of reviews on a weekly basis. Any comments, questions, by all means, leave them below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'm just wondering if that's the way I've got that hung up there. It is, I think. It is the way I've got it hung up because it looks slightly wonky onto one side. But yeah, that is definitely my poor hanging skills. But yeah, let me know in the comments, what do you think of this one? Hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.